The lost code of consciousness. Who cracked it first? What if the greatest mystery of existence lies not in the universe, but within our own minds? Since time immemorial, humanity has looked to the skies for answers. We wonder what lies beyond the stars, if we are alone in the cosmos, if there is a higher intelligence watching over us. But in that search, we have often ignored the greatest mystery of all, consciousness itself. Why do we experience reality the way we do? What does it mean to be awake? Is the mind just a biological function, or is it something more? The most disturbing thing about these questions is that the ancients seem to know answers that we are only just beginning to rediscover. Egyptian mystics, Buddhist monks, Amazonian shamans, Hermetic philosophers, modern psychologists, and even scientific geniuses like Nikola Tesla have all left clues to lost knowledge, a hidden code that reveals the true potential of the human mind. The question is, are we discovering something new or simply remembering what the ancients already knew? Before neuroscience and modern psychology came into being, ancient civilizations already spoke of consciousness as if it were the center of existence. They did not see the mind as something separate from reality, but as the key to understanding everything. One of the first to explore this idea was Hermes Trismegistus, an enigmatic figure believed by some to have been an Egyptian sage, by others to have been a fusion of different spiritual traditions. His legacy is captured in texts such as the Kybalion, which explains one of the strangest principles of ancient philosophy. The all is mind. The universe is mental. What does this mean? Basically, that the reality we experience is not something external to us, but a projection of consciousness itself. Today, this concept resonates with theories of quantum physics that suggest that perception influences the behavior of subatomic particles. In other words, science is beginning to confirm what the Hermeticists were saying thousands of years ago: our consciousness shapes the world we live in. While the Hermeticists spoke of the mind as the creator of reality, the Buddhists were even more radical. They claimed that reality itself is an illusion. The concept of Maya in Eastern philosophy suggests that what we see and experience is only a shadow of a deeper truth. And most surprisingly, Buddhism discovered something that neuroscience is only just beginning to understand. Our identity, the sense of I, is just a mental construct. Modern scientific studies have shown that the brain does not have a fixed center of identity. Instead, our minds are made up of different neural networks that create the illusion of continuity. But if the self is just an emergent effect of the brain, then who or what is really conscious? In the Amazon rainforest, shamans have used sacred plants for centuries to explore the mysteries of consciousness. Through substances such as ayahuasca, they have described experiences where they feel they leave their body, travel to other planes of existence, and access a deep knowledge about the nature of reality. What is most striking is that many of his visions coincide with what quantum mechanics describes about the fabric of the universe: interconnection, multidimensionality, and an underlying intelligence that organizes existence. Is it possible that these shamans were accessing a level of consciousness that science has not yet reached? Centuries later, in the 20th century, a man named Carl Jung found a disturbing pattern in the human psyche. He noticed that people from different cultures, with no contact with each other, shared the same symbols in their dreams and mythologies. He called this the collective unconscious, a kind of memory shared by all humanity, a hidden code within our minds that connects us on a deeper level. Why did cultures separated by thousands of kilometers have similar myths? Why do many people dream about the same symbols? Is it possible that our minds are connected to something bigger than we can perceive? Nikola Tesla, the visionary genius who revolutionized electricity, also had strange theories about consciousness. He believed that the universe could be understood in terms of frequency and vibration, and that the human mind was a kind of receiver that could tune into different realities. If you want to understand the secrets of the universe, Think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Most disturbingly, Tesla claimed that many of his ideas came to him as downloads of information. Could it be that he was tuning into a higher intelligence, just as ancient mystics and shamans did? Today, neuroscience is beginning to explore areas that previously belonged only to philosophy and spirituality. Neuroplasticity. The brain can change and reconfigure itself in ways we previously thought impossible. Quantum mechanics. Some experiments suggest that consciousness influences physical reality. Brain interconnectivity. Scientists have discovered that brains can synchronize with each other, as if they were part of a larger network. All of this leads us to a disturbing question. Are we discovering the secrets of consciousness, or simply rediscovering what the ancients already knew? If all these civilizations have pointed to the same truth, what does this mean for us today? If the mind creates reality, what are you projecting into your life? If consciousness is infinite, how limited is our perception? If Jung, Tesla, and the shamans were right, how can we use this knowledge in our own evolution? Maybe the code of consciousness was never lost. Maybe it has always been within us, waiting to be remembered. The real question is, now that you know, what will you do with it? Tell me in the comments, do you think consciousness is just a product of the brain, or is there something more to it? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more content about the mysteries of the universe.